a regional development project having blended development philosophy and social structure with the concepts of awareness, efficacy, fair development and participation, and made our country a brand name in the international platform. Among the biggest in Turkey and a few in the world. While recognized in the world for its engineering feat and its gigantic structures, a project taken as an example today with a universal development approach it has developed and implemented. Envisaging the irrigation of a land of 1.8 million hectares, the boosting of product diversification in agriculture, the annual production of 27 billion kilowatt hours of electricity, the rising of per capita income by 2009%, and the providing of jobs to a total of 3.8 million people, GAP is the performance benchmark of Turkey's 60th government to have translated into life the 2008-2012 GAP Action Plan. The action plan is a very important breakthrough in having the targeted basic infrastructure requirements fulfilled and social development speeded up through the growth of regional economy. GAP thus meets the target with the 2008-2012 GAP Action Plan and completes the roadmap. The GAP Action Plan has enabled energy projects to be materialized at a rate of 74% in terms of their installed capacity, and the 5.5 megawatt 10 hydroelectric power plant supplying 15.7 billion kilowatt hours of energy and catering to 33.3% of electricity production have become the energy hub of the country. Karakaya, Atatürk, Batman, Kralkızı, Dicle, Birecik, Karkamış, Erkenek, Çarçağ, Şanlıurfa. The total irrigation main canals are 1,013 kilometers long. Its 649-kilometer portion has been completed. In 2011, 94% of the first part construction, 100% of the second part construction and 65% of the third part construction of the Mardin-Ceylanpınar main canal were completed. The construction is to be finished before the year is out, and irrigated farming will be done in an area of 170,000 hectares. Work has been speeded up to complete ahead of schedule the construction of the 29-kilometer open conduit of the 17,185-meter Suruç Tunnel, the biggest in Turkey and the most important leg of the 18,286-meter Suruç Plain pumped irrigation system to cater to a cultivated area of 94,814 hectares through sprinkler and a drip irrigation method. While consolidation covered 2,061,287 hectares of land, originally an infrastructure project consisting of energy and irrigation investments, GAP has turned into an integrated program making use of the common cooperation platforms of the development agencies set up in the region as part of the 2008-2012 Action Plan and prodding local initiatives into action. The SODES centers have been operating since 2008 in Adıyaman, Batman, Diyarbakır, Gaziantep, Kilis, Mardin, Siirt, Şanlıurfa and Şırnak to improve social development and boost social prosperity. Funds in the amount of 274,185,557 liras have been channeled to a total 2,300 projects in 9 provinces for a wide range of contributions to such fields as social inclusion, culture, art, sport, and employment, and the project culture was carried even to the remotest villages. The projects conducted in conjunction with universities injected awareness into farmers, and 370 of them were trained on organic agriculture. Organic fruit gardens were established on an area of 371 hectares. The GAP Organic Agriculture Cluster Development Project was launched with the technical support of the United Nations Development Programme. The 2002 exports, which stood at $689 million, rose to $6.9 billion in 2011, with its nationwide share also rising to 5.1%. Dairy farming was supported by way of donations, which led to the opening of modern dairy farming facilities. A total 52.9 million Turkish liras were extended to dairy farming facilities having 50 or more head of cattle. (2,209 kilometers of state and provincial road and 2.8 kilometers of highway were open to traffic as a result of the action plan. Turkey's biggest cargo airport, Gap International Airport, was built in Şanlıurfa. There are airports in 7 provinces of the Gap region. Thanks to the 2008-2012 Gap Action Plan, the number of organized industry zones has risen to 14 and that of small industry sites to 39. The unemployment rate in the Gap region, which was 15.8% in 2008, receded to 11.7% in 2011. 153 million liras of investment COSGAP has made to reach out to 1,225 businesses, embraced 6,611 concerns at the end of 2010, going far beyond the set target. Big strides forward were made in the industry in parallel to the increased investment incentives. In 2008, 8.45%, and in 2009, 17.5% of investment incentives were transferred to the Gap region. Owing to what the 2008-2012 Gap Action Plan offered, the cities of the region have turned into a center of attraction, boasting more than 20,000 housing units, health services, educational and cultural activities. Multipurpose community centers, Çaton for short, offering lifelong education opportunities for young girls and women, have trained them in all provinces, increasing their chances of employment and entrepreneurial skills. In the 2008-2012 period, 81.9 million liras were channeled for natural resources and renewable energy activities, and 212.1 million liras were transferred to the preservation of cultural assets. Deforestation, rehabilitation, pasture improvement, erosion control, and renewable energy projects were translated into life with the extension of a source of 294.1 million liras. And many cultural and historical assets, including Hasan Cave, have been restored to be included in our cultural heritage. 73 cultural entities belonging to foundations have been repaired in their natural landscaping for those values to be handed down to future generations and to be made use of by everyone today. The people of the Gap region are productive, happy, and confident about the future of their children in their geography. The investments in the Gap region are made for the future of us all. The investments to be made in the Gap region tells of Turkey's competitive power and self-sufficiency in the world.